Want to win free cases and be featured on my channel? Submit your best clips and highlights to the forum in the description. More details down below. Want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors on my channel, Vite Ramen. If you guys don't know what Vite Ramen is, they make a really healthy ramen that's really, 27 minerals and vitamins, 30 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber. I mean, what else can you ask for ramen? Plus 10% off with the code Coolmark. Go check them out down below and enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks, guys. What is going on, YouTube? This is Mark bringing another video, and today we're going to be covering some of the new things in the 1.17.0 update. I know the last video I did, it covered basically all the patch notes, but we're going to dive deeper into, there's actually a new map called Bout. If you guys don't know, that's the title of this video, and you guys can see here, we're just kind of circulating through it. It's a very, very small map. I think it's only for TDM for right now. I don't understand how you'd have this for diffuse, but it looks like a really good 1v1 map. This is basically the entire map. You can see all right here. So this is one of the new things added in the update as well. They didn't really mention that, but we're going to go over some of the gun changes. So basically I'm going to turn on my things again. I just wanted to show you guys that. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at all the different guns that have been changed. So the first one is the AUG, and that one was pretty notable, right? So we had the AUG kind of change here. Obviously the price increased, but the max and min damage also increased. This is the thing though, the spread per shot increased from the spread per shot increased 100%, as well as the recoil factor increased 100%. The recoil per shot decreased. So I'm just going to spray now and for you guys to see. So you can see right there, overall the AUG has a higher recoil. It's like bigger recoil. However, it's a lot more consistent. If you guys saw the AUG before, it was kind of like all over the place and it didn't look very consistent. So basically now the fact that it's way more consistent, I really enjoy it. So basically you can control better, because it used to go zigzag back and forth, but now it goes up and to the right, left and to the right. So now you can control it by going down, left, to the right, left. So you can see how it's much easier to control now, right? So that's one of the big things I like about the AUG. I think this is going to be good here. We're going to change sides now. This is what we're going to have to do for every single weapon. But for the Vector, essentially what happened is that they obviously increased the price, right? The max damage has increased, but the damage drop has also increased. And what's interesting is that the inaccuracy has increased. The extra clips has increased. So you can see there's 99 bullets. And then the spread recovery has increased. So you can see here, it's a lot less accurate when you're just kind of spraying and praying. So you can see, once again, it's kind of harder to spray and pray there, but the recovery has increased. So if you want to burst fire, it's pretty accurate. You see that? That's what the spread recovery means. It's pretty good at burst firing. So if you want to burst fire with this gun, it's pretty good. And so yeah, the inaccuracy increased, the extra clips has increased, the spread has also increased, so it's just higher, kind of harder to control now. So you can see there, that's what it's like for the P. Now for the Vector, we're going to switch back over and cover the P90 a little bit. So the P90, interestingly enough, the inaccuracy has decreased, but the movement inaccuracy has increased. So when you're standing still, you can see seems to be a little bit less recoil, but then when you're moving, it kind of goes all over the place, right? So even with the small static crosshair, you can see here, it's pretty small. It's a bit smaller when you're burst firing, but then when you actually want to, spray and pray like what the P90 is known for, it's going to be a bit harder. You can see how the bullets go everywhere. So, if someone's not staying right here, if they're strafing a little bit, it's going to be harder to hit them with the P90. And we're going to switch over to the MP5 now, and we'll kind of see how this one goes. Oh, we got to wait 8 seconds. But for the MP5, the spread per shot has decreased from 0.12 to 0.06, which is 50%. So let us try this out right now. MP5, here we go. So yeah, it's 50% decreased here, and so we'll see spread per shot. You can see how it's basically a laser now. The MP5 is basically a laser. So if you guys want uber accurate SMGs, I'm going to recommend the MP5. One thing also, if you guys didn't notice, the entire time we're doing this, the spring recoil animation system makes it look a lot better. So now you can see how the gun moves with you, right? It looks a lot different. And when you move forward and back, the gun also kind of like swings with you. It's not just like a static the entire time. Same with the knife. You can kind of see how your player is rocking back and forth to the side. You can see the gloves here, going and then forward and back. Also, it's going, it's a lot more realistic this way, and the bobbing animations are way more realistic. So this is what I'm saying is really good. The recoil animations are a new system, so you can see here how it's pretty consistent now. They reduced randomness, or actually this was done to make the they actually wanted a bit of randomness. So the recoil system does look a bit different. I can't exactly place it on my hand how the actual recoil looks, but you can see here For the MP5, mostly it's still very accurate as far as it goes. So this is just all this stuff in action. We'll see here, you know, on this grass, you can actually stand on top of the grass. Yeah, so the MP5, that is the MP5 in a nutshell. We're gonna switch on over to the M1887 here, and we're gonna check this one out. So for the M1887, the spread decreased from 4 to 3, so we should be seeing closer shotgun shells here, but the movement and accuracy also decreased. So basically, you can see how it's ball point accurate, very, very extremely accurate. And when you're moving, still it's pretty accurate. That's what the movement and accuracy means. I think they saw people weren't really using it that much, and like when you were moving, sometimes you'd shoot someone point blank and it wouldn't get the kill. So they were like, all right, well, let's do this. So I think the M1887 is going to be used quite frequently due to it's just huge buff. Basically, it became way more accurate here. The spread now is really tight. So now when you shoot people, they should die in one shot if you're close up to them. Before, sometimes that won't happen. There's no changes to the snipers, but the pistol, we're gonna check out. This one is probably the most influential one, the Deagle change. So I want to show you guys the Deagle. It has gone through a lot of buffs. So the max damage has increased from 18%, as well as the min damage has increased 8%, but the camera recoil 50% lower. So watch this, guys. Watch. Boom. See how accurate it is? Obviously, if you spray and pray, like it's gonna go up and like very far like that, but this gun's not meant to be spray and prayed. But if you just wait a bit, you can fire much faster now and know that it's gonna be accurate every single shot. You see how tight that spread is? So you just gotta wait, kind of have a good cadence with it, right? So the Deagle, I think, is gonna be much more effective now that its max damage has increased. The damage drop-off range has also decreased, which means I think that the damage drops off at a shorter range. So just to be aware of that. But either way, I think this gun, the Deagle, will be very heavily used in probably most eco rounds, I would say. And yeah, I think this will be pretty interesting to see here. And we will now switch over to the GSR, which I think also got a little bit of a let me see, damage drop off start range decreased. So yeah, the damage drop offs a bit faster. You can see here the recoil is a bit different. It's a little more random. It's not exactly the same each time, which is kind of cool. You can't really see that visually with the GSR, but with the MR96, same thing. You can't necessarily visually see it because there's no like recoil changes, but the damage has decreased. I wish I had another player to kind of show this here. You can see here, not much has changed with the MR96, other than the damage has decreased almost everywhere and the damage drop off has increased. So it's still lethal at long range, but overall less lethal. So there you go. The MTX and the XD, they changed some things about that as well. So the MTX, the spread per shot has decreased. So watch, this is going to be a laser essentially. I'm hoping it's not a laser, but we'll see here. So the MTX, essentially, the damage drop or the spread per shot has decreased 50%, and the max damage has increased 9%. So yeah, it's a lot more accurate now. If you guys can see, if you just kind of hold it down, you can kind of control the recoil on this thing. I want to see what the recoil is without trying to control it, so we'll just put it up here. Kind of goes up to the right and then to the left. So you can control the recoil on this if you want to spray it at long range, I guess. It's not too hard to control. But that's the MTX for you guys. And then the XD as well, we're going to try it out because it is an automatic pistol. That's not the XD, but the spread per shot has also decreased 54%. So it's now much easier to spray this thing. So you can kind of just tap it there. I do believe you can actually, I'm not sure if you can actually tap it faster if you want to tap it. I don't think you can actually tap it faster than it sprays. So there you go. You can see the spread has decreased. The damage drop off has increased for the XD as well. But this is really all the huge weapon changes. And once again, this is the new map Bout. I wanted to show you guys the weapon changes in the map of Bout. And I really like this new bobbing animation. You can kind of see how it's just a lot more realistic now. So some of the old videos that you guys will see on the channel might still have the old bobbing animations, and you'll be able to see that. But otherwise, you'll see this new bobbing animation, as well as some of the recoil patterns have changed a bit. So hopefully you are ready for this. I think this is really cool, and you know, there's going to be some very cool things to come. Grenades as well. The accuracy has increased of the grenade, but other than that, I don't think you can really see visually a lot of these things until you get into games. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. This is the new map Bout. I'm thinking this is going to be great for 1v1s. That's really my big sentiment here on the map of Bout. So let me know what you guys think. They also changed the position of the AK and the M4 because the M4 is now more expensive than the AK. So that is kind of a thing to note as well. It kind of threw me off the first time, but other than that, yeah, what do you guys think of this map? Hopefully you guys do enjoy this map. I think this will be great for 1v1s. You know, you can just kind of peek out from behind the boxes. You know, if you're playing like this will be very fun for like sniping or like, you know, Deagle or, you know, MR96 1v1s. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe, comment if you want to, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, everybody.